Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Turner. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Marshall quick to the line.
3rd down coming up.
The back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening, and they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Keeps the legs moving. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
7, Marshall, 0.
He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Using his legs, it's Turner. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Off the play fake. Fires deep on the run. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense.
Intercepted by Louisiana Tech. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robertson.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll try the left side. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He'll be stopped short. Picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. All wideouts, no backs. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
number 3.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Marshall quick to the line.
Brings up second down.
On the move, it's Turner. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Louisiana Tech 14, Marshall 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 50, the 30, running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try to pick up the first. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Quarterback will audible. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Johns. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. This time he's got him. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
1st and goal, Louisiana Tech.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Robertson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Navy put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the midshipmen in some time. Anchors away indeed for the boys from Annapolis. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20.
Slide 22. Slide 22. Dino.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
Dino. Terrier. Gorilla.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that pass is intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. Looking for a man, it's Johns. Trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Fires to the tight end. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
This is Louisiana Tech. 28, Marshall, 0.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
29 Philly, 2
They'll open this third quarter with a run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Picks up 1.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll give it to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Running to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They may want to start using this guy on offense.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right.
Going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yellow.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Herd!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 4 over Southern Miss. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for space. It's Turner. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide out in motion.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another
Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Looking to move it through the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's 2nd down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Going for the big play. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Marshall! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
It's 1st down from the 11.
First down for the offense.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Using his legs, it's Turner. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The quick out. Still running at the 40. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
Brings up 2nd down.
Trying the left side. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Louisiana Tech 35, Marshall 21.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go right back to him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using his feet to buy time. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown Bulldogs! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're...
And he throws another interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 4 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Going to the running game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Marshall quick to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stevens. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Wide receiver shows motion. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Inside the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And the defense doing work. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over. First and
10. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Quarterback checking the play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, he's looking downfield. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. To the air on first down. Still looking, on the move. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run play action. Buys a little extra time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quarterback checking off.
55 weak. Timbers.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And now on second down for this offense.
Convoy.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Movement here from the tight end. Back to throw, it's Johns. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hauls it in. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Louisiana Tech.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws to the wideout. Got it. Headed to the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement.
Louisiana Tech.
The epilogue. The finishing touch.